Hi, Mr. Rajiv. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for connecting with OTT Play.
Hi, good afternoon. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. So, at a very young age, you got the opportunity to coach the Mumbai U16 team, and then the Bollywood celebrities, and now the cast of 83, and that too along with the real life players of the World Cup team of 83. So, how does that feel?
It's something that you dream of. you know, you've learned a certain skill. You've invested time and effort in understanding a particular subject, and honing your skills in that subject, and then you get to apply it somewhere where you can benefit people. That is something you can only dream of. Getting the right. Opportunity to apply whatever you've learned, and for me to get this at a very young age, to be able to apply my skills to help these actors at a youth scale. It's huge, to be able to train Ranveer, to train all these others, for 83, which is like the iconic moment in history of Indian cricket, and I would say India for that matter. Not only Indian cricket, it's an iconic moment. So it's been like a dream run for me to be able to be a part of this project in such a huge way. So yeah, I'm very thankful for that.
So, what were your responsibilities in particular, and how was it training with Mr. Balwinder, training the team with him?
Yes. So Mr. Balwinder actually got me in on this project. He was the one who called me, who told me that he has got this movie project at that time, when he informed me and told me that I need you to come and assist me, training these actors. That is all I knew when I started off on this journey. And then later, in a few weeks, I actually got to know the how big this project was, or how many people were involved, who else was involved. And so my major responsibility in this entire project was to make sure that the actors perform like cricketers, they look like cricketers, and they are able to go through the entire shoot or the entire time of the making of the film without any injury. That was my major concern, and the major key, like you say, a KRA for everyone, key responsibilities. So that was something that I was entrusted upon. And at the same time, it was huge pressure, because it was not just some cricketers, that we were trying to replicate or project. These are like 83 legends, so to say. So the responsibility was huge, and there was no flexibility, or there was no midway to that. So yeah, that was my responsibility.
But I believe most actors do have some experience in the sport. So was it challenging to train them?
Yeah, it was very challenging. Few, I would say, there were only, I think, Hardy was one who's played cricket at a good level. He's played first class cricket. Saqib has played a lot of cricket, at recreational level and age group level. But other than these two, none of them were accustomed to playing cricket or technically sound, so to say. So it was a huge challenge to actually first have them, you know, believing or behaving like cricketers, having the body language of a cricketer, moving around like cricketers, and then actually learning the skill that they are expected to learn. So it was actually a big task.
Okay, and I believe they were representing, they are playing each real life player from the team, and each of them have different specialities, their signature elements, like some are really good batsmen, some are off spinners. So it was it challenging. How did you manage to get them to train each of them into with these signature elements?
Yeah. So it was actually a big challenge, but I would say Ballu sir was the one who has experienced all of this, and he was with us every single day on training. So he had those nuances of every cricketer in mind, plus he had a visual reference of everything in
Hmm.
his memory, you know. So he was the one who was giving us a lot of important inputs of the every single nuance or a habit every player carried. And then for me, it was very important to take note of it and then to reinforce that or to teach that. I would say Ballu sir has done a really great job in refreshing his memories and getting out every minute detail of every cricketer that he's played with in the 1983 World Cup, and then trying to transfer it to these actors, keep giving them constant inputs, keep giving them constant feedback about okay, इस टाइम पे मोहिंद्र अमरनाथ ऐसा करता था, अगर वो खेलते हुए बॉल बीट हो गया तो he would react in a particular way. Or Sunny Gavaskar had a very peculiar stance, way of standing on the crease. All of these things either we can get from visual references on YouTube, etc., or it was Ballu sir's input. And then for me, it was to understand, these things and then trying to get it into practice every single day.
Okay. So I believe that also involves a lot of mental training, which you also focus on. So could you tell us how
Yes.
important that also plays a role in this training?
Yeah, a lot, a very very important aspect of preparing for this role was to actually visualize. you know um, um, when you're trying to achieve something or when you're trying to see yourself somewhere, you have to start actually visualizing it. You have to be The picture has to be so clear in your head of performing that activity or doing that kind of skill, so that once you can see it clearly in your head with your eyes closed, then when you actually go out to perform, it gets way easier. It's a very understated or underestimated approach, but it has long lasting effects on your performance. So that is so every time we used to teach the actors some skill, I used to give them a homework of trying to do one, visualize it in your head with your eyes closed, and second, do mirror practice. When you practice those movements in front of a mirror, you get a real time feedback. When you get a real time feedback, you can make real time corrections. So visualization and mirror practice was one of two of my very very important approaches for them to achieve what they're actually trying to achieve.
Okay. So how long was the training period for them?
uh, so we actually started in I think 2018, September 2018 is something when we had actually started our first training session. And we had like a 5 to 6 month training program in Mumbai. Then we had a 20-day boot camp in Dharamshala, and then we had another 1 month training back in Mumbai, and then we had actually left for shoot. I think in June of 2019, where we left for shoot, and the shoot also was for like 4 to 5 months in the UK. So it was a grueling process. I would say 6 to 8 months of prep, and then another 4 months of execution, which also involved continuous prepping. So the prepping never stopped. The practices never stopped. We were even practicing on off days. On During shoot, when we had off days, we were practicing every single time. So that is how it was.
Okay. So who would you say was the toughest to train and easiest to train? Which actor?
So toughest to train in terms of physical fitness was Amy,
Okay.
because he, of course, he had this flamboyancy, and he has this sort of a sick arrogance. मुझे सब आता है and मैं नहीं करना and all of that. So but he was very very focused in his own thing. But for me to get him to do something was slightly challenging. and but he had this natural ability to adapt very fast. So even though he did not train a lot, but his executions were on spot. So that was the best part about that. And as far as skill coaching was concerned, it was very difficult. It was very difficult to train a lot of actors. Like I mentioned before, not all of them were having a cricket background. Someone like Dhairya, very difficult for him because he is naturally a right-handed person, dominant person, and he had to bowl left arm. He's playing Ravi Shastri. So, for a right-handed dominant person to execute skills in the left arm was very, very challenging. He did it with a lot of practice, lot of inputs, lot of orientation, coordination changes that the body goes through when you have to shift your dominant side from the right to the left. It's very difficult for us to even hold a pen or to catch a ball with the left hand if we are right-handed. But to do that entire action of bowling and that to replicating somebody, that was very challenging on his part. But his discipline and the inputs that he got through me and Ballu sir, he accepted it really well. So his was very challenging. Then Ranveer, for that matter, like he was really bulked up when he got to us for the 83 prep. He was coming from the back of Simba, where he was playing a police officer with highly built up chest and arms and biceps and that kind of a physique. For us to get him to first of all think like a cricketer and then start moving like an athlete. When you are on the ground, you cannot be that sort of a body language where you're carrying a heavy body. You have to be very light on your foot because you have, I know you've not, but you have to portray someone who's been on the ground forever. So that kind of body language, the way you run, the way you walk, even, those were very challenging nuances that we had to teach. And then the secondary part was actually losing out on the weight, losing the muscle, working on running techniques, working on the skill part, because bowling is a very skillful arena. Bowling is skillful, and especially, these nuances that Kapil Dev has run up. The photo has just come out today, in fact, where it's a very peculiar thing where he has this arms here and this here to get all of these things right. Bowling action. It was very challenging and very detailed stuff.
Okay. Anyone whom you found it a little easier to train?
Easy, yeah, easy, of course. Hardy was like a breeze because Hardy, of course, he's a first-class cricketer himself. He's played for Punjab Ranji Trophy and he's been playing cricket. So for him, batting was very easy. But, with the amount of ease he has replicated Madan Lal's bowling action, the amount of ease he has done it with is spectacular. It has just taken us, I would say, 15% of my efforts and about 15-20% of Ballu sir's efforts to actually tell him what he needs to do, just fine tuning, to be honest. But he has done all the prep, he has watched his videos, he's done his homework, and he was ready from the first day that we saw him actually.
Okay. You were earlier mentioning about the physical transformation of Ranveer. And you are a personal fitness trainer as well. So
Yes.
did you have to use their regular physical fitness routine in order for them to get into the shoes of these characters?
Yeah, absolutely. That was in fact the most important thing because for actors, it's always about aesthetics, the way they look on screen. Very, very rarely is it about performance. Physical performance, of course. Getting into the character and performing is another thing, but actual physical performance, especially sports performance or athletic performance, was something very new for them. To understand how it works differently or to understand what are the changes that you need to apply on a day-to-day life in order to be athletically fit, not just aesthetically fit. So that is something that we had to work on really, really minutely and in a detailed way. So the regular weight training, the regular gym exercises were out of the window from the very first day. it was more about outdoor stuff. It was more about running technique. It was more about injury prevention, because every day you have to come out and perform. It is not only on the one day of shoot. You have to come and bowl those 100 balls every day. You're using those bowling muscles every day to practice. And it just takes one ball to, injure yourself. And then you have to, if you get injured, you have to take a break for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or if it is a severe injury, then you have to break for maybe a couple of months even. So that is the kind of importance I had put to prehab training, which is something which was very new for all of these guys. Prehab training is something where instead of actually then treating it, we were foreseeing the injury, that could happen, and strengthen the muscles, prior to actually performance. So that is something I made sure that every actor goes through that, a prehab routine, and every actor had different prehab routines because they had to perform different skills. So that is the kind of approach we had, and the strength training that took place was very, very specific to the sport. Movements are going to be asked for you, in your action, or if you're a batsman, you have to lunge a lot, you have to get your shoulders dipping, you have to lunge forward. If you're a bowler, you have to run a lot. If you're a fast bowler, you have to jump, jumping, landing is also, when I don't know if a lot of people know this, but a fast bowler, when he jumps and lands on the bowling crease, in his run up, the front leg, the left leg, takes about 6 times of his body weight. That is the kind of impact the fast bowler has to go through every single time he bowls. So imagine 6 times of your body weight impacting your left leg every time you land while bowling. So your left leg has to be prepared for it. The moment it is weak, it will give up. And then when it gives up, injury. And then if you are injured, then you have to take another 3-4 weeks off. So, these were very, very important things that we had to focus on. And that is how we got to understand that, and even the cricketers or these actors accepted it over after a few weeks. For them, 30-minute warm-ups were like, why are you wasting my time? That kind of an attitude. But then they realized that these warm-ups and prehab exercises is the one actually that is keeping them afloat or keeping them injury free. So yeah, it was challenging first to make them start thinking like sportsmen, and then actually convincing them that these exercises are going to help you
to prevent sports injury. I believe that's not really talked about much in India anyway. It's Anish.
No, it's not. It's not. The prehab or prevention of injuries is something that is a very highly neglected part of fitness training. Because a lot of fitness training, even for the general population, is not performance based. Performance oriented, I would say. It is all aesthetics oriented. So how you look is more important. Sadly, that is the case. But when it comes to performance, all your regular training principles go out of the window, and it is just about performance then.
Okay. So you have trained Shahid Kapoor and Jersey well. Who would you say is a better cricketer, Shahid or Ranveer?
That's a difficult question. But the point is that both of them come from a different background. Ranveer is someone who's never played cricket. So for me to compare them is very difficult. But Ranveer is someone who's never played cricket in his life. Shahid, on the other hand, has been a sort of a gully cricketer who's played on recreationally. So he has those skills. But with the speed or the pace at which Ranveer picked up the game and found love in it, that was commendable. And Shahid, who had a background in cricket, to fine-tune his skills, and to unlearn certain things. If you have to perform or you have to change something, you have to first unlearn those things you've had always learned those. So that is the more difficult part. And then you start learning new things. So both of them, for me, it was different challenges for both. For Ranveer, it was like training a child. He will do as you say because he doesn't know anything. For Shahid, he had an idea, he's played before. So for me to convince him to unlearn certain things, convince him that these things are not going to be applicable for what we actually want, then to actually for him to accept it, then that was the challenge. But both of them accepted it really well, and it was a great experience training both of them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for connecting with us. It's a great pleasure speaking to you and getting to know the kind of effort the team has put into the movie. And all the best for it. It's releasing on 24th. We are looking forward to it.
Thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.